So a big face-off has erupted between the BJP and the Congress party. As I said, Jairam Ramesh of the Congress party has not only gone on to say that the working experience in the new parliament is not good, that the old building was much better, that this one is actually impersonal and actually very, very large. He's also used a term called regime change in his tweet. Now that term that has also attracted the ire of not just BJP leaders but several commentators online as well. Let's go across to Charu Pragya of the BJP joining us. We're also awaiting Arshpreet Kadiyal of the Congress party to join with us in just a bit. Charu, your first response on the statements that Jairam Ramesh has made. He has very categorically said that this new parliament building has not been designed in a manner which is actually friendly to the parliamentarians, that several people have fallen ill even because of the air conditioning inside. These are some of the reactions that have come in from the opposition members. And he has also said, interestingly, that maybe some right use for the new parliament building can be decided upon after, quote, regime change in 2024.
Did you see, Shivani, how Congress has exposed its petty, very petty mindset? Even when our new parliament has become an active parliament, when the first bill has been tabled, it has been successfully passed with a majority that was unthinkable some time ago. In the Rajya Sabha with 0 nays, in the Lok Sabha with only 2 nays. I think this is just the Congress party realizing that they have completely lost the plot. And this is like a Khisyani Billi Khamba Nochi. Like, what kind of complaints are you making? And what do you mean by a Modi multiplex? Are you going there to have fun? Are you going there to entertain yourself? Are you going there to hang out? That's actually the word he used in his tweet, Can't hang out at the new parliament. And how shameful is that? A parliament is not a place to hang out, sir. And if you want to chill in the parliament, kindly chill at home or in your party office, because there are lakhs of Indians who consider it an absolute honor and a privilege to be serving the people of India from the temple of our democracy. So I just think that I don't know why Congress comes down to this kind of a level. They talk about a regime change, is India a monarchy? And then did you call the previous parliament by the name of whoever had launched it? Achha, and the funniest thing is, Shivani, this is the same Mr. Jairam Ramesh who had asked for a new parliament.
Yes, I was going to come exactly to that point. One second, Charu, I'll come back to you. Arshpreet is also with us. Arshpreet is also with us. Arshpreet, it's seeming like it's almost a bewildering criticism. After using it only for a few days, Jairam Ramesh has announced his verdict on the new parliament building, and he has criticized it in no uncertain terms. He's also asked if this new building can be set aside post 2024 regime change, and maybe we can go back to the old building. I don't know if that's what he's suggesting. But it is the Congress party, and particularly Jairam Ramesh, who had batted for a new parliament building, knowing fully well that the old structure was not equipped to handle the load anymore.
Thank you, Shivani, for the question. Kindly allow me a minute and a half uninterrupted. First and foremost, there's no space in the new parliament building for democracy. And it's almost like the old parliament building in this one way, because the Bharatiya Janata Party's MP just recently, just yesterday, called another fellow MP a terrorist. And despite that, neither was his mic muted, nor was he interrupted, nor was an action initiated against him. And the Bharatiya Janata Party's MP has not even apologized for it. And the BJP party, I don't know what have they done for it. Could Charu, when her time comes, could tell us if he has been suspended or not. And if the Bharatiya Janata Party does not do anything about this, it's a very wrong precedent, very wrong example. And there would be no fear of punishment or law in the future as well for the other BJP MPs. They could say anything and everything, do anything, and then get away with it if they go unpunished, if they go scot-free. Number two is, had it been a Congress MP, they would have done anything and everything in their might to do away with it.
Arshpreet, I gave you time. You have to come back to the subject that we're discussing. You were told the subject beforehand, so please don't derail it.
He's not going to talk about
Well, this is a part of the subject.
I'm quoting a few lines. Arshpreet,
Are
when
we
you are
talking about the
invited for that
parliament?
debate, you are more than welcome to talk about it. I gave you time to express your condemnation to to Mr. Biduri's comments. Now you have to cooperate and participate in the debate that you participated in. Okay?
Shivani, is the new parliament building the topic for today?
Yes, of course, the new parliament building
This
is the
incident
topic
happened in the new parliament
of the
building.
day. Arshpreet, I
This
am not going
incident
to
took
get
place in the
into
new
this with
parliament
you.
building.
You were told the topic that you were coming here to discuss very clearly.
Yes.
You've made
Yes.
your points. Can I get on with it now?
Sure, please. But this is a part of the topic. It happened in the new parliament.
No, this is not what I am discussing right now. We cannot discuss 10 things at one time. We have to be focused. We have limited time. So I ask you
We are
one more
discussing that
time.
there is no democracy
I ask
there
you
in the
one more
parliament.
time, Arshpreet, please. I ask you
Yeah,
one more
go ahead.
time. Is it the Congress party's official stance now that we do not need this new parliament building, and after court regime change in 2024, you are going to discard this building and go back to the old building, or go and construct a new one? What is Mr. Jairam Ramesh talking about?
Mr. Jairam Ramesh is talking about exactly what I was saying. I was trying to put it into context that there is no room for democracy in the new parliament building. And that's why we are demanding
He
from
never
the
said
government
that.
to
Did you even
ensure
read the tweet,
that the
Arshpreet?
temple of
Did you
democracy,
read
one
the
second
tweet
please,
before you came
that
for
the
the debate?
temple of democracy, that the
Did you
temple of
read the
democracy.
tweet?
1 second, please do not interrupt. Please do not interrupt,
Did you
otherwise I'll have to
read the
interrupt as
tweet,
well.
Arshpreet?
All
No,
we are
I'm just
saying is,
asking you a simple
Shivani,
question.
that this
Did you
government,
even
one
read the
second, this
tweet?
government does not want to have any debate and discussion. They
Arshpreet,
have
okay, one
zero
second.
dialogue.
One second.
They
You are
have
not
zero
addressing
dialogue.
the subject, so let me remind you
think
of
he's
what
read the
Jairam
tweet.
Ramesh has said. He has said the sheer joy of simply hanging out in Parliament has disappeared. I used to look forward to going to the old building. The new complex is painful and agonizing. I am sure many of my colleagues across party lines feel the same. I have also heard from staff that the design of the new building has not considered various functionalities required. This is what happens when no consultations are done with people who will use the building. I wonder if the old building was constructed after consulting Indians. Is that what Mr.
Thank you.
Jairam
Now-
Ramesh is saying?
I'll tell you what Mr. Jairam Ramesh is saying. He's saying that yes, there are certain aspects of the new parliament which could have been better taken care of. For example, the space in it. There are certain MPs that have felt claustrophobic there. And then the other aspect is what has been happening in the
feel
new parliament building.
claustrophobic in a
The MPs are not
parliament
being allowed the
despite
chance
the
to
size
speak.
of the
1
old
second.
parliament.
The 1 second, please.
Oh,
The
wow.
opposition
Can
is
I-
not
can
being
I
allowed
come
a
in,
chance.
please, Shivani?
The
No,
opposition
that is
not
what
being
you're
asked
saying
for a
now. No,
dialogue.
I'm sorry.
They're
One
not
second.
being
Can I
told
just
about
come
the
in?
agendas.
Can I just come
They're
in?
not being told
All
about the agendas.
opposition
Before
members,
that-
all opposition
Can I just
members
quote from the
spoke
tweet?
as far as the debates in both the new Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are concerned on the women's reservation bill. You are the first person who has actually complained of not being allowed to speak in the new parliament building. I have not
What
heard
was
this
done about the- what
from
was done
any
about the
other
MP who
opposition leader so
uttered-
far.
uttered
Arshpreet,
the
you've got to address the subject.
This is the subject.
This is
I'm
not
sorry.
the subject.
I'm sorry.
I am
This is
sorry,
the
but you were
concern.
told what we were
There are
discussing.
lakhs of
You chose to
people-
come on the
there are
program
lakhs of
to
people-
discuss
1
that
second,
subject.
There
You
are
cannot
lakhs of
do
people-
dilly-dallying on
This
that.
is a part of the subject. This is
You've
a part of the
mentioned it, but
subject.
you
If do
cannot
not
just
like
talk
it,
about it.
if you do
And
not
I'm
like
sorry,
it,
but
fine.
no other opposition
If you
leader,
do not
including
like
your
it,
party,
that we are
has said
addressing
that
a
they were
serious
not allowed to
concern.
speak.
If we are
When
addressing
were
a
they not
serious
allowed to
concern and we
speak?
do not like it, if you do not want an MP should be punished for what he said.
You've
in the new
mentioned
parliament
that.
building, if that's fine with you, it's okay. We
No,
understand.
you've mentioned
But it
that.
does
You've
not
had your
go
say,
down
but
well
you've
with
got to
us.
address the
It does
question
not
I'm
go down
asking
well
you.
with us. I have already answered your question.
No,
That
you've not
there
answered
are
my
certain
question.
problems that
I
are
asked
there
you a
in
question
new
if this is
parliament
the
building.
official party line of the Congress party, that you will
Shivani.
discard this new parliament building. Because that's
Shivani.
what Mr. Jairam Ramesh is
Shivani.
saying. Mr.
Shivani,
Jairam Ramesh is saying, and I quote him, perhaps a better use for the new parliament building will be found after regime change in 2024. Please address this.
Yes, I have already addressed it, yet that there are serious concerns in the new parliament building when it comes to the demeanor of the government in the parliament building. When it comes to having debate and discussion, opposition is not allowed a chance.
He's
to make
talking
opinion.
about the structure.
Mics are muted.
He's not talking about that.
1 second. I'm coming to both of them. I have already told you that there are certain MPs that have felt claustrophobic. There are space concerns. And not just that.
There are
not just
space
that.
concerns
There
in the new
there
parliament building?
Yes, there are more concerns as well.
Can I
In the
come